feel like having a porn star stimulate you right between your thighs? Simply wear some virtual reality glasses over your beautiful eyes. What is up, sapiosexuals? Thank you for turning on Sex in South Beach with your girl, Dr. Sanjaya, America's sex educator and the spiciest medical professor at the University of Miami. That's right, y'all, shouting out from the U in Miami, Florida, and you know what that is, the sexiest city in America. So the sex situation we're getting into today is all about the next generation of pornographic stimulation. Virtual reality. Yes, people, VR porn is here. In my lifetime so far, porn has gone through at least 3 major evolutions. I mean, I can remember Playboy magazines and the really dirty one. What was that? It was Hustler, right? And then there were movies that you could buy or rent for your VHS or VCR. And there were even some really seedy places where you could just walk in and rent the movie and watch it right there, right? In a little booth. And yeah, I wonder how clean those movie watching booths were. And then came the internet, which, ta-da, pretty much gave everyone open access to porn. And today, we are here to get down to the nitty-gritty on VR porn, because virtual reality is where it's at when it comes to porn in 2021. And I know so many people have so many different opinions about porn. Regardless of what your opinion is, porn is here and it impacts the sex lives of so many people. And that's why it's an important topic that has to be addressed when we're talking about adults who prioritize sexual satisfaction. Shortly, we're going to cover the potential ways that porn might diminish your sexual functioning, but it is also important to know that porn, and specifically VR porn, has the potential to improve sexual wellness for some people. For example, VR porn is often filmed in a way that positions the actors at eye level with the viewers, and this appears to generate a sense of closeness and connectivity, something like empathy. Further, a study published in the Journal of Sex Research focused on using VR porn as empathy medicine among 50 healthy men participants, and in addition to feeling close to the actors, the saliva levels of oxytocin, you know what this is like the cuddling hormone, the bonding hormone. Well, the saliva levels of oxytocin among the men who participated in the study, they were related to the perceived eye contact with the actors. And you know what? This suggests that the perception of increased intimacy during virtual interactions, that can really cause this boom spike in oxytocin. And let me tell you how powerful oxytocin is so you can understand why this study is so meaningful to our discussion. So oxytocin just explodes during an orgasm, and it makes you feel happier, more connected, and just, generally a nicer person. And when someone is mean, you can bet they have not had a real good oxytocin explosion in a while. That's why they are cutting you off on the highway and in the grocery store line. They just need a good blast, a really strong oxytocin fix. And you know what? Their nice side will be on its way out into the world, yes. And oxytocin is even more important during this pandemic because quarantine, isolation, and loneliness are more serious than ever. And often, feeling connected in real life has not been an option for a lot of people. But if they could get their oxytocin fixed through VR porn, then you know what? We could have some happier, healthier people. And that is exactly who we need walking around the world when these restrictions finally let up and we can socialize again. Yes, baby, I am trying to socialize with some happy people, okay? Now, in addition to fostering empathy, a study published in Computers and Human Behavior also suggests that VR porn could give the libido a boost, which may be very valuable for partners who have a low sex drive. And I think the most exciting research on VR porn is examining its potential to help sexual trauma survivors safely explore intimate experiences again. Through VR porn, survivors can develop more awareness about specific acts that they like or don't like, and most important, they can stop whenever they want. They are in charge which is an area that survivors often struggle with as they recover from trauma. And even though there are no studies on using VR porn for sex education among adolescents, I do think that there is some good potential there. In America, as many of us know, there is very little sex education allowed in public schools. And that is one reason why America has so many sex problems. Nobody knows how to do it without getting a disease or pregnant. And too many women are having sex without having orgasms. We are in crisis mode, people, which requires some out-of-the-box education approaches. Okay, I'm gonna climb off my VR porn soapbox for now, because now that I know that you know about some of the potential benefits of VR porn, we gotta get to first things first. To participate in VR porn, you are definitely gonna need some VR glasses or goggles, as they're often called in the VR world. The newest VR goggles are wireless standalone devices, but you know what? Some people still have the older VR goggles, which were designed to be plugged into a smartphone or a game like PlayStation. Now, if you do have an older pair, but don't want to get your porn mixed up with your kids' games, I do think it's best to invest in a new pair of wireless goggles. Another advantage of the more modern goggles is that they have internet connectivity, which means you can stream or download content directly. Which, according to the very trustworthy people who produce porn, this allows for a much higher quality experience, of course. Now that you've got your goggles, where do you find VR porn? Online, of course, the same place you find everything else. Reality lovers, VR bangers, VRporn.com, virtual real porn, Naughty America, and Sex Like Real are some of the leading VR porn sites. Also, established porn sites like Pornhub and RedTube, they also have their own VR porn channels too. And just like regular porn, VR porn experiences offer a very wide range of quality. Some are free, some are paid, some are subscription, and like most things in life, in general, the more you pay, the better the production and video quality. And if you've got the money to buy the best VR experience, you might also consider purchasing some sex toys specifically made to enhance your VR porn participation. These toys can be synced with the porn you're watching or with another toy operated by someone else. Yes! Why not get someone else involved, right? And to really feel what you're watching, you can even buy toys that connect directly to the VR goggles via Bluetooth, so what you feel from your toy is in sync with what you're watching. Bam! That is about as real as you can get, right? Now, what else is different about VR porn? The size and distance of virtual partners is mind-blowingly real. Whereas two-dimensional porn depicts bodies that are not life-size. We're watching them on a TV, right? VR porn is most definitely life-size, not like you're watching it on TV. It is in your face and close up. Not only does this stimulate the brain differently, but some people also unconsciously exhibit sex-emulating body movements because the experience just feels so dang real. VR porn brings consumers closer to the actor than ever before. And as we discussed earlier, they are recorded in the exact eye position of the actor. And in the Computers in Human Behavior study, which I mentioned earlier, well, that same research found that this filming technique induces arousal at far greater levels in both genders as compared to traditional 2D porn, which is a bit more like voyeuristic. You're watching people on TV have sex. But in virtual reality porn, they're having sex with you at eye level. Woo! But, like everything else in life, too much VR porn is not a good thing. If someone develops a dependency on VR porn, they may experience premature orgasms, lack of orgasms, distraction during sex, reliance, addiction, and desensitization. Basically, many of the same problems that exist with addiction to regular porn. In addition to the potential for addiction, it's also super important to remember that the sex seen in VR porn is not the typical type of sex that happens in real relationships. Porn performers are paid actors, period. Unless you're paying your partner for sex, do not expect the same level of professionalism. Now, if VR porn or 2D porn works in your life as a fun and sexy experience, great! But if it causes you to be disappointed with your real life sex life, or causes you stress because you're hiding it, or you feel shame when watching it, or maybe you're just watching too damn much, you know what I'm saying? In those instances, you might want to reevaluate your participation with porn, okay? All right now, you know what time it is. Time for your climax, when I give y'all a little something to remember about virtual reality porn. 1. Virtual reality porn is here, people. Get yourself some goggles and some internet, and boom, you are ready to go. 2. Eye level is where VR porn is filmed, which makes consumers feel very physically connected to those porn actors. 3. Early studies show that there may be some benefits to virtual reality porn, including fostering empathy in men and supporting sexual trauma survivors in safe exposure to sexual experiences. And that can help them learn what they are and are not comfortable with, and also puts them in a position to start or stop the encounter at any time. 4. Studies also show that VR porn ignites desire in both genders. Yes, it does. And 5. Too much VR porn has the same risks as too much of any type of porn. Orgasmic dysfunction, erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation, and unrealistic sexual expectations. Now, you know what's next. It's time for you to scroll your sexy fingers right down to the review section of this show and leave some kind words to encourage other people to tune in. Because we all know that more sexually satisfied people in the world means more happy people all around you. And you know what? That is exactly the way it should be. That's the way, I like it. For your daily dose of Nookie knowledge, check me out on all the social media platforms. That's Dr. Sanjaya, DrSonJia, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. I do not know what you're waiting for. You know it's time to link up. Y'all, I had so much fun chatting with you about virtual reality porn, and I cannot wait to do it again next time. I am Dr. Sanjaya, America's sex educator. Thanks so much for tuning in to Sex in South Beach, where everyone comes for happier, healthier sex. Whenever someone needs some happy juice oozing through their veins, I give them a brand new bottle of Sense Aromatherapy Body Oil. Because you know what good aromatherapy does? It makes you feel real good. And Sense Aromatherapy Body Oil is made with therapeutic-grade essential oils scientifically proven to ignite feelings of pleasure. Plus, Sense makes skin feel so silky, you can't help but touch yourself. Trust me, I feel good. Smell good, feel good with Sense Aromatherapy Body Oil. Get yours today at sensebodyoil.com. That's SENSE bodyoil.com.